Welcome, my people. Good day, good afternoon, good evening. It depends where you're watching from. Welcome to Miro African TV. Today, I will be discussing the issue going on in Nigeria. As we all know, let me see if my voice is coming out clear. So, one minute. Okay, I can hear myself. That means our studio is live and selling. Welcome, my people, once again. Welcome to Miro African TV. Today, I am streaming live from Miro African TV studio. So, today, I will be talking about the securities affairs that is going on in Nigeria. As you all know it, the Hausa Fulanis that have been attacking our people, destroying the lives and properties all over Nigeria. I think that the Yorubas have answered to that question. Not the other part of it, that the eastern part of the region, the Igbo part of the region, keeps on the love noise making, the love talking about what they can do, how they can do it. But at the end of the day, nothing happens. Yorubas have never been making noise about this thing that happened, this surprise of a thing that just happened. I'm giving the Yorubas what they call kudos on this issue, on this affair. As all of you can see at my back, that is the video of their launching of the operation Amotekun, or what they call it, Amotekun, yeah. The security network that they set up in their territory. I was watching the news and was seeing what the Arewa Youth group or forum we are discussing and giving out ultimatum, sending out threats, and even advising the federal government on how to handle this issue. But the question should be, who is ruling Nigeria? Who is the president of the federation? Who is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? That should be the question that we should be asking ourselves to be able to figure out, to identify, know which person we are dealing with. Because the way things are moving now, we are seeing that it's the Arewa Youth Forum that are advising the federal government how to govern the nation. Because I followed their write-ups and their demands, claiming that the Oduduwa, OPC, and the security network should be proscribed as a terrorist organization. And I will also use this opportunity to remind most of you that in northern part of Nigeria, they have what they call Sharia police. They have Sharia law. They have Sharia court. They have established a de facto government running for years in the northern part of Nigeria. And nobody complains. If you notice the way that the Arewas are complaining today, they are trying to make you to understand that as they claim that Nigeria is their own property. During the time that Nigeria brought out this special number for vehicles, Nigeria asked every state to choose their initial. The northern part of Nigeria chose Born to Rule. But I believe that they made a mistake. They could have chosen owners of the federation. Because what the Yorubas did, this move now is a very powerful move that needs to be supported, that needs to be backed up and push forward so that there won't be any pushback from the federal government, because the Nigerian constitution gave every state the right, the same right that the Northerners got to be able to create that their Sharia law, Sharia government, Sharia court, and Sharia police. And in the North, if you look at any girl, the way they claim that is inappropriate for them, the Sharia police will arrest you. And before you will figure it out, you will appear to the Sharia court, and they will judge you according to the Islam that Quran stated out for them. But the mass killing that is going on in eastern part of the nation, the southern part of the nation, the herdsmen and the farmers, the massacres and everything, Nigeria should be able to know that by now, today, that some states will take some necessary measures to make sure that they handle they treated this initial. The northern part of Nigeria choose born to rule. But I believe that they made a mistake. They could have chosen owners of the federation. Because what the Yorubas did, this move now is a very powerful move that needs to be supported, that needs to be backed up and pushed forward so that there won't be any pushback from the federal government. Because the Nigerian constitution gave every state the right, the same right that the Northerners got to be able to create that their Sharia law, Sharia government, Sharia court, and Sharia police. And in the North, if you look at any girl, the way they claim that is inappropriate for them, the Sharia police will arrest you. And before you will figure it out, you will appear to the Sharia court, and they will judge you according to the Islam that Quran stated out for them. But the mass killing that is going on in eastern part of the nation, the southern part of the nation, the herdsmen and the farmers, the massacres and everything, Nigeria should be able to know that by now, today, that some states will take some necessary measures to make sure that they handle they treated these attacks. Because a governor is the chief security officer of a state. When your people elect you, they did not elect you for you to go there and be answering sasa to Muhammadu Buhari. Your people elected you for you to defend the affairs of the state. Defend them against any aggression before any reinforcement will be coming from the federation. But first of all, it's left for the state that love their people, not this one that the Eastern region governors are telling you any person that the herdsmen kill, they will pay 80,000 naira. That means they can go ahead and kill as many they want because the state government have, or the Northerners have given them at least enough money per head of the Easterners. At the end of the day, our population will be reduced and they will take over all our properties. The best answer to it is what just happened to the Yoruba territory. by creating a very strong force that will protect and promote the law of the state, empower the law of the state. Even though the federal government love it, they may call it state police, but we will not call it state police. We will also call it a security force that will not represent, that will not do away with the Nigerian police force. You know, in any country that is functioning, any country that is normal, that love their people, that want to do things right, there are ways they do things. Do you know how they do it? The police, every state will have their police. And normally, every police in any state is loyal to the governor of that state. But in Nigeria, to tell you that we have not yet started to practice democracy, military is still ruling Nigeria in a civilian cloth. I'm telling you the truth. The military are still ruling Nigeria. Because if military is not ruling Nigeria, every police will be obliged, forced to take orders from governor. But as you all can see it in Nigeria, the governors, if a governor open his mouth too much, the policeman that was sent to the state will give him a slap or throw tear gas on him to tell you, shut up, you are nobody. That every order comes from Abuja. Yes, and no other person. Look. I think that the Yorubas have taken the best step ever that they're supposed to take. Every Nigerian should support what they are doing, back them up, be with them. Don't be against them, because this step needs to be expanded. You know, the Northerners are telling us that Nigeria is unnegotiable. It's a lie. Nigeria should be negotiated, how things should be run. Because in my state, if I am the governor and I pass a law that there will be ranch in my state, no cow should go and destroy other families' property. And so shall it be. Not that a state will pass a law. Hausa Fulani will be carrying a cattle from Niger, not even from Nigeria. He will move the cattle from Niger down to the eastern, to the state that the law was passed. And they will just jump into people's farm and destroy everything. But with this type of security forces, they will get them arrested. You know, all these killings and all these things that is happening in Nigeria, no Fulani, no herdsman is in prison. Now answering to the Nigerian Supreme Court why they kill the citizens of the nation. All of them were set free and they disappeared. But with this type of security forces, and what Yoruba should also do again, they should introduce state-owned court. Because today in Nigeria, every state has what they call state universities. But nobody have ever tell you how come about these state universities. Because Nigeria abolished law in their schools. You know, the state university that you are seeing today, many of you are enjoying today, was first introduced in Imo State by the former governor of Imo State. Yes. Mbakwe. Most of you may be hearing about Mbakwe. Mbakwe established a lot of things. And if at all, because when Mbakwe wanted to establish that state university, other states in Nigeria were laughing at him. State university, it's impossible. How can this thing be possible? It's impossible. But today, it has spread all over Nigeria. So, if Yorubas will introduce this one now, that may be spreading all over Nigeria, Eastern region will need it, Middle Belt will need it the most, you know, and also introduce their own state court, because federal government court is biased. Imagine a court where Nigeria will arrest Boko Haram that are killing our military. They will jail them for 3 months and then release them back. Embedded them. They will now embed them back to Nigerian military, converting recycling Nigerian military to become the terrorist military tomorrow. Because the person ruling the federation today, don't forget, under the government of Goodluck Jonathan, Boko Haram choose Muhammadu Buhari to be their spokesperson that will negotiate on their behalf with the Jonathan government. And today, the same man is now the president, the president of the federation. Say thank you to United States, Obama, and Clinton. They choose the chief staff of Boko Haram to become the president of the federation. And also say thank you to Obasanjo and his group. Yes. Do you know why they preferred this terrorist man to become the president of Nigeria over Jonathan? Should I open my mouth? Okay, let me tell you people. Most of you may not know about all this information. That's why I choose to come to Facebook to enlighten our people the more. Do you know that during the time of Jonathan, Okonjo-Iweala was the finance minister of the Federation? And most of you knows that in Nigeria, we export crude and import refined petroleums. And most of you also knows that about 100 and something persons we are choosing, given license to import these things. And we are playing games on that. Obasanjo is among, other past leaders are among, and ministers, also military men, generals, are among the companies that are allowed to import this refined petroleum to Nigeria. At the end of the year, the money they spend to import all those things is about $8 billion. Yes, $8 billion. And they will now form an organization. They will now submit to the federal government to pay them the amount of $15 to $18 billion. 2 times almost 18 billion. And Okonjo-Iweala started investigating that this thing is too much. They know the quantity that is coming in, but how come the price keeps on going up? They start doing auditing. Along the line, they now find out that these groups, both Obasanjo and all these group criminals, you know, they were siphoning the federal government of Nigeria billions of dollars. There are many ways to make money in Nigeria. Even the same Okonjo-Iweala also find out that these guys will get dollar. There are ways they use to exchange dollar before the dollar will get into the central bank of Nigeria. All this business have been going on, and Okonjo-Iweala find it out and start blocking those holes with the support and backup of the president by then, Goodluck Jonathan. Yes. And also Goodluck Jonathan by then started working to disarm all the individuals, the emirs, the kingdoms of the north that are owing the oil wells of Nigeria. Your oil well that's supposed to care for you. All these things are being shared among people, hand to hand. Jonathan find all those things. And Jonathan was working to revoke all the whole license that permit these people to own all these properties. So, you know, as the president, he will not be opening all these things because it's against the constitution. It's like he will use it to get leverage to win for election. But Jonathan didn't give up. With Okonjo-Iweala, they were fighting to sweep away all these corrupt entities that have rendered Nigeria useless. What happened? Okonjo-Iweala's mother was kidnapped. Yes, was kidnapped. And now they want to pay ransom to the kidnappers. The kidnappers said that they don't want money. And they said, what do you want then? The kidnappers said that the people that send them to kidnap Okonjo-Iweala's mother, their demands are, Okoji-Iweala should resign from her position as the finance minister of the Federation. Not only resigning in national television, she should also pack her bags and leave Nigeria to US. Imagine people deporting sitting minister, overthrow, hitting the minister with overthrow to throw her out. But she said, I came to Nigeria to put things right. And as far as the president of the Federation, Goodluck Jonathan, back then, was giving her every backup that she need, that they must forge ahead. Yes. Later, they see that they couldn't make it. What do? All of them start jumping out of PDP. All of them start jumping out of PDP to APC. All of them move. Most of you knows the time that wave of politicians fly out of PDP and join APC. There, America was working. You can also recall that before election in the United States, that Clinton invited all the northern governors and other politicians to Washington. They have what they call closed door meeting. And those people are the sponsors that the Americans are using to maintain Boko Haram in Nigeria. Other governors tried to join line, they refused. They said that all they need is the northerners. There, the northerners pinpoint and choose Muhammadu Buhari to be the next president of Nigeria. Obama picked phone and called Jonathan that he should not participate in the next election. Jonathan refused. That his people want him in that position and he must contest. Now, Obama told Jonathan, ask your Marine, how many of our warships have surrounded Nigeria? America sent not less than 18 warships that from the Gulf of Guinea up to Togo area, all those areas were surrounded to bombard Nigeria. Muhammadu Buhari did not win that election on that day. I'm telling you before God and man, Buhari did not win Jonathan. But Jonathan called in his cabinet and told them that him being the president of Nigeria will not worth the blood of Nigeria. The blood of Nigerians has more value than him sitting down as the president of the Federation. What was the plan by then? The Nigerian Secret Service informed the president by then that the game had been planned with the northern elders and the politicians that traveled to Washington, that as soon as a result came out and Goodluck Jonathan was proscribed the president, the same game that was played in Libya, Benghazi, that the Boko Haram will start attacking the civilians for Nigerian military to revoke, to push them back. America will now use all their news agencies to tell the world that Jonathan has now become a dictator. He's now killing his people. Yes, that was the game. And before you know it, America will activate Operation Peace Return in Nigeria. Operation Peace Return. That Operation Peace Return means they will bombard the Aso Rock, invade, give the Boko Haram the room to take over Abuja and push Jonathan out or kill him if worse comes to worse. Jonathan now says that why should he spend the blood of Nigerians just to remain as the president? A lot of Nigerians didn't recall all these things because you guys are too hungry of 1,000 naira, 200 naira that you will gain from the money they are sharing because of election. You couldn't concentrate. You couldn't listen. There you are. There you are. Buhari, the chief security officer of Boko Haram, is now the president of Nigeria. Yes. What do you want me to say? He's now ruling over you, and you guys are happy. Most of you are crying. Most of you are... one Igbo man, they called him the spokesperson of APC in Lagos. He denounced his citizenship. He denounced his origin. He said that he's not an Igbo man because of politics. And I will not blame him for saying so, because when a terrorist is ruling a nation, it's like mafia game. They will press you to say what things that you don't want to say before. And if you don't do it, they will find a way to kill you or do away with your family. So my people, today is my first time to launch this my studio. And I'm working towards expanding it the more. This one is just one part of it. And I use the opportunity to tell you the move that the Yorubas are taking need to be taken in Nigeria. And other parts of Nigeria should follow suit to create their own security service and create their own court that will penalize whosoever that break the law. And even though if the Federation want to call it regional police, let them call it. Because there is a proverb that says, the Federation failed to give the citizens good pump water. The citizens went and dig boreholes. The federal government failed to give the citizens permanent electricity. The citizens now went and get a pass my neighbor. That is the generator republic. And the Federation is failing the people, the masses, from security. He's not giving you people any security. What do you think should be the next step? You answer the question. I believe that Yorubas have answered my question today. So, my people, for me not to waste most of your time, look at this, my t-shirt. It's called Rewire. Rewire is the best solution to those living outside Nigeria. For you to be able to come to the rescue of your people in time, for you to be able to pay the bills. Maybe you are building houses, construction, they want to send money home. You don't need to queue in MoneyGram, Western Union. Now, Rewire is making you to become more independent. Via your mobile phone, you can be able to send out money to your loved ones back home. Rewire will give you Euro account where you will be able to be transferring money, even though 2020 Naira, if you want to use it to save. At the end of the day, you may pay it into any account of your like in Nigeria. And I think Rewire is now entering Ghana. All you have to do is go to rewire.com/Zebedee. You will get your promotion code. 2 times free transfer. Thank you very much. I love you all. And that's all I have for you for today. Remain blessed. Share the video. Like the video. Invite others to start following me on Facebook or send me friend requests. You can, if you have the ability to watch YouTube, or the capability, sorry, to watch YouTube, go to youtube.com/Miro African TV. Subscribe to my channel on that area. Next time, I will be able to set it up so that as I'm talking now, everything will be popping up on its own. I'm still working, designing, and making it to be more conducive. We need to challenge the mainstream media in Nigeria because we should be the alternative media. And any other person that would like to join me on this conversation is also welcome. I can host telephone calls. I can also host people live on this studio. God bless you. Remain blessed. So somebody says, Emeka Dollarman, greetings, my brother. He said, and all the northern states have the Sharia police too. Yes, my brother, the northern states have their Sharia. And you may ask me questions via chat, or you may put it on writing. I will also read it and answer you whatever or anything you want to know more. The Northerners has what they call Sharia law, not Nigerian law. Nigerian law is there, but they have Sharia law that surpass the Nigerian law. And they have established that their Sharia law, and they have established Sharia police. You understand? And this Sharia police surpass Nigerian police. Nobody's talking about this. Not only that, and now they also create what they call Sharia court, where they will judge you and cut your fingers or cut your hand out. That you have touched their girls or you have looked at them, they may remove one of your eyes. And Nigerian court and Nigerian police won't do any shit. So check it. So one of our brothers says, his name is Okuoma. 1 minute. Something blocked. It said Okuoma Pascal. Sorry. That you have touched their girls or you have looked at them. What happened? They may remove one of your eyes. And Nigerian court and Nigerian police. Sorry for that. So somebody sent something and something happened here. So sorry for that. Okuoma Pascal said that Nigeria is expired. Their bank will soon collapse. Yes, according to the agreement that was written during the establishment of Nigeria, Nigeria has expired after 100 years. And that agreement says after 100 years, Nigerians should come back together, sit down and renegotiate how to move ahead. If they want to remain one union, and if yes, how do they want to do it? And if you don't want to be part of the union, you can go your way. But today, the reverse is the case. So what do we do as they have chosen not to allow Nigerians to exercise their fundamental human rights? I greet you, Ibeto, Nwadike, sorry. Greetings, my brother. So, that's to tell you, we need to do more. We need to find ways to make sure that either we'll get ourselves out or we put something that will also break. Look, I keep on telling my people before I do tell them or advise them via media like this that they should be strategic. They should be strategic. Let me read what Ranchos da Lacta. I think this is gonna be a great platform for us to voice our speech out. Mainstream media are all cowards. They have turned into puppets. Kudos to you, brother. Bravo. Shune Gruse, that's Musum Vatun. I'm sorry, I just chipped in a little German. Das müssen wir tun und wir sind verpflichtet, solche Sachen zu machen. But as I'm talking, I haven't received any like, nobody's liking, nobody's, yeah, people are sharing, but nobody's liking, nobody's loving it, you know. So, but our people should come together. Ijele Mokoma. Ijele is my man. Ijele was my man. You know, this man, you bulletproof. You know, Ijele, you bulletproof. He's the only man that dare to come out to challenge the power of religion in Nigeria. You know, everybody has where he has his own power. But for you to challenge Vatican, for you to challenge the establishment in Nigeria, which is religion that they are using to control, remove our people via the Yoruba power, you know, the only person that has the God, the power, the Akwa, you know, to challenge them is Ijele. You know, the guy, he makes me fear. At times I do fear because of his life. Because I know that these guys are connected, especially these pastors in Nigeria. They are well connected all over the world. People are worshiping them, following them, thinking that they are Messiah. Listen attentively. This one is another matter. Make I just chip them in. My people, una see religion, hey, ask yourself, since money wey you dey contribute dey give pastor, go buy this thing wey dey take save money, my people. If you every Sunday, that money wey you wan go give pastor, put am inside o. Carry small change go give them. At the end of the month, at the end of the year, that thing wey make you dey go dey pray for church, you go solve am o. Do you know why? I'm afraid I cannot do the job of my friend. Ijele is the bravo. Bravo. I will leave that matter for Ijele. Maybe one day I will be with him on this program and we will discuss more. And he will enlighten you people more on how the religion affairs are being managed in Nigeria. So, so let me see if I have another question. Okay. Agwai Osha Charles. Charles, I'm greeting you, and Bonifacia Amokori, I'm greeting you. Mike, greetings, and Ogenna, greetings too. So all of you, I'm sending special greetings to all of you. Share this video, love it. Let us use this platform to educate and free our people. There are many ways of freedom. You will not be fighting for freedom while using another slave method to fight for your own freedom. Freedom means you have to be free from every other thing and then re-establish yourself the way you want it. So, thank you once again. Love you guys. Ofo Anameke Legi, Ofo Karaka. So, be my friend. Let us be friends on Facebook. If you are following me, click that something that will be notifying you whenever I come live. I don't normally come live always. Most of the times I do operate on YouTube, but I'm just gradually coming back to Facebook, because before I use my Facebook to advise my Biafran brothers, and along the line we misunderstand each other. And Osofia says, as I went to the town to look for my wife, my brother's wife, where my brother will die, where the township, as things may happen, say the woman the email. So me and the Biafran people we misunderstand ourselves, and along the line, if man. So my people, I love you all, and I love the step that the Yorubas are taking. Now it's not the time to choose side, but rather to work together to make sure that we. Do you notice how the people is silent about the war in Iran, just like he kept quiet and Christian were in Syria? Ijele, let me chip in a little on that Iran affairs. You know, before America, when the time that America was in the same position like China today, by that time, all the whole world powers are Western Europe. These European countries are the world powers by then. And this same method that Chinese are using today, invest in Nigeria, borrow you money, using material things to entice you, is what America did by then. You know, America promised the world that they will live in peace if they take over the power from Britain. and from Western world. They will promote democracy. They are good-loving people, and they promise a lot of things. But today, America is becoming mutant. Do you know what is mutant? They are now turning from human being to something else that is inhuman. Do you know that no matter how enemy, I hope my voice is coming out because it's like my battery is running a little bit low, but it doesn't mean let me continue. I'm using wireless microphone, that's why. So, no matter how your enemies are, even though, look what is happening in Syria. America didn't even kill a Syrian general, just assassinate him on the street. But they did it to Iran. It's inhuman. It's not done. If you go and read about First World War, this type of assassination was what caused the First World War. If at all that I believe that the Russians advised Iran to show restraint, because even though our people has a proverb that says, you don't lose when your property lost. And this Iran that everybody, America is trying to portray to be the largest terrorist on planet or terrorist-sponsored country. All these things are lied. Iran is ancient civilization. The country that have never invaded their neighbor for over 200 and something years. They only fight out invaders. Yes. Iran was there before America was conquered to become a country. The United States you are seeing today exported with England, deported African people that were inhabitants of one island in Africa. Most of you don't know that. They threw them all to England. All their country was converted to become a military base. But America will stand to tell you who is this, who is corrupt, who is this. They are the #1 king of killer, bloodsucker on planet. The suffering we are suffering in Nigeria today was caused by United States. United States kicked out a professor. After Jonathan, the next well-educated person that ruled Nigeria is Obasanjo and IBB. The other ones are concussion. They kicked civilian, well-educated president out of office, brought in a president that has no NEPA bill as certificate. And secondly, he is the spokesperson of Boko Haram. They impose him on you, the same United States. The Boko Haram, we are killing the Christians from one church to another, from one street to another in Nigeria. No Western media have ever published it. No America stand up to condemn it. It is their making. Today, they are telling you that Iran is the enemy. Iran is not enemy, and Iran can never be an enemy. Your enemy is America, Saudi Arabia, including Israel, that most of you are claiming that you came from Israel. All of them are your problem on this planet. Because the foreign policy of this guy, American president, is being written in Tel Aviv. Yes, I have to tell you the simple truth. America waking up to kill the man that wiped out ISIS in Iraq and some part of Syria. Is it a good omen? As they killed that man, which people cheered America? ISIS now said, following the killing of this man, that shows that their re-establishment is at hand. Did you see Washington said anything that they would do if such a thing happened? No. Because if Middle East is at war, Israel will have their peace. That is what they claim. And before, this president of Israel, Netanyahu, go and search it on your Google, was in American Congress telling the American people how the Iranians are praying, begging the God Almighty to come down from heaven to kill Saddam Hussein for them. That if Saddam dies, that the people of Iran will see United States as God sent. America went. They killed Saddam Hussein. They destroyed Iraq. The same Netanyahu went back to the same Congress and started singing to them how the world will see peace and have peace if Iran is being destroyed. Have Netanyahu went to Congress to tell the Congress how Nigeria will have peace if Boko Haram will be uprooted, or if the Biafrans will get their independence. You claim that you are a Jew. Are you a Jewish? No. What is Jewish is something they find out during Second World War. So the Iran affairs that is happening today, just imagine a general traveling, not secretly, well-informed, open, announced movement was assassinated on the street. And America stand firm and tell the people, if you retaliate, let me come in, listen to me attentively. If you retaliate, I have 52 sites that I will destroy. And those 52 sites are heritage sites that shows the ancient civilization of Iran. Do you know what ISIS did in Syria when ISIS entered Syria? ISIS went and destroyed the whole Syrian heritage sites that shows Syria as one of the ancient nations on planet. Most of you do drink beer. You do drink beer, I think so. Do you know that do you know the country that found out beer? The country that found out beer is Syria. Beer came out for the first time on planet in Syria. You will be reading your Bible and you will be calling a Syrian Iranian man a Muslim that need to be killed. But you believe in Jesus Christ. If you believe in Jesus, why do you then dislike the brothers of Jesus? Oh, did I say that? I am sorry, my people. It's a mistake of tongue. It's the mistake of tongue. You pray for Jesus. You pray that Jesus should come for your rescue. But you want the death of the blood of Jesus Christ. The lineage of Jesus Christ is Palestine, Jordan, Iraq, Iran, Syria. All these people are the lineage, blood lineage of Jesus Christ. I don't eat rat, but you love to use your teeth to share rat for children. Are you not eating it? You are worshiping God and asking the same God to come down to destroy his people. It won't work. Go and do your house work very well to know the area where Jesus came from. Jesus is not these people that are killing people in Middle East. He's not from there. He's not from there. Take it or you leave it. And America want to use system, techniques to wipe out all the whole ancient history, so that at the end of the day, they will now present their Hollywood history, that they are the makers of the planet, they are the founders of the planet, as they do portray to the world that America is the rescue of the planet from Second World War. It is a lie. America couldn't even win Japan. America went to Soviet Union and begged the Soviet to help them to subdue Japanese. Have you heard nor read in any platform? Most of you don't even go to Russian sites to read in English. Those places that mainstream media tells you that is evil, my people, go there, there is life. Soviet Union, African, Nigerian soldiers helped America to subdue Japan, to win that war. The nuclear bomb that was dropped in Japan, war is already over. Japan have already surrendered before America dropped nuclear bomb. Do you know why they dropped the nuclear bomb? If you don't know, I will tell you. They dropped that nuclear bomb to show Soviet Union, don't continue. This place is our own. We have nukes. Soviet Union withdraw and start researching on their own nuclear bomb. After all, after much, they tested their own nukes. During Second World War, if at all Hitler did not attack Russia, Germany would be ruling the entire planet today. What did I say? If at all Germany did not attack Russia, Germany and Hitler will be ruling the entire planet. Ask yourself, when did America join the war? They will tell you how Hitler attacked their ship that pushed them to join the war. No! America was the sponsor of that war. America sponsored, borrowed money to Hitler. The company that was producing the machine that Hitler is using to stamp the Jews that are entering to the concentrated camp is being produced by IBM, American company. The vehicle that Hitler was driving, the private vehicle and other top officials, was produced by Ford and other American companies that participated. The General Electric of United States was a partaker in Second World War. These names never pop up in any way. You don't see it. They don't write it. Do you know why they sponsored and pushed for Second World War to occur? First of all, let me put it this way. America and Britain claim that they have one focus: to push down Soviet Union. They were sponsoring, giving Hitler money for German military to grow, and they turned it towards Soviet Union to fight their war for them. But Britain didn't know that America was looking to take over the IMF to become the ruler of the planet. Yes, that was the American idea. Britain think that they are going this way, but America has a cunning way to subdue the British. And by that time, all the whole industrial power lied on the western coast, western world. All the companies operating in the United States by then was like the way things are happening today in China. The European companies are going to China to establish for cheap labor and everything. That is what the Europeans were doing at the United States by then. And America want to kill this industrial power for them to remain number one. By that time, America was on world number 50 or something, if I'm not lying. Because Yugoslavia, all these areas, they are world powers, all of them. And as the Proverbs normally says, it said that the best way to fight a superpower, or the best way to fight superpowers, is to bring the two superpowers to fight each other. That was the game that the Americans played where Europe was. And the person that helped to pour the crude oil, the fuel, and America light it up, is Britain. Not knowing that America has a second idea to take over. And these guys now fight each other. They destroy all their economic power, industrial power, military might. Everything was crushed. Germany, Europe, everything was crushed. After they have now finished and ready to go, America now came in to join the fight. They landed in Britain, collided with the British army, and landed in Normandy, liberated France and entered Germany. That was the liberation that America did, my people. And what of the people that the Germans occupied up to Moscow? Germans entered up to Moscow. They entered Russia. They entered Moscow. What happened? It was the Russians that liberated themselves and started liberating other parts of their neighboring countries. Look, from from let me put it, from Germany up to Russia. How many countries are there? And from France to Germany, it's nothing. That Russia liberated all these areas and entered Berlin. For those that don't normally know what happened during the war, America now imposed itself on top of the Western world. For them not to rebuild their industrial power, they should import from them as from today. And they should not rebuild their military power. They should be importing from the American-made equipment. And the Soviet Union was still intact, trying to push in. America now call all the European nations they are under their distance and form what they call NATO. There come NATO, North Atlantic Alliance. Attack on one is attack on all. They cannot fight Soviet alone. Even up to today, they cannot fight alone. So, and every member of NATO, if you sign in to become a NATO member, NATO countries or America will be choosing who will be your defense minister. Most of you don't know that. That's why if the government of a country, NATO country is doing a different thing, their defense ministry is doing a different thing. Because they are being appointed and controlled by Washington. So today, America have grown fat to the extent that they have the corruption that was in Soviet Union is now little to the corruption that is operating in the United States today. You may not be seeing it, but it's there. Oligarchy, Clinton family, Bush family, a lot of them that are now controlling the world, controlling the whole resources. Imagine Trump telling you America love oil. It then means they have to seize all Syrian oil wells and they were exporting it the way they like. They wake up, they kill the general of Iran. They do their thing the way they want it. Who goes there? Europe. There is one note that we came across once in time that says, if any German politician parading, sponsoring, promoting for America to leave the territory of Germany, the America has every right to assassinate him on the street, the way they killed the general of Iran. That's why Europeans are keeping quiet, because they are also on the list. But if you keep on keeping quiet, how do you think that your children will live under this empire? I do tell my American friends, I never hate you, but your policy is stinky. If war breaks out, many countries will fight America for their independence. They will not fight to support America. Because what they are doing in all these countries, Germany is not a free country. Germany has no army. The German army is American army. German Secret Service is established and controlled by United States. This country is still under occupation. It's not up to, I think yesterday or the day before yesterday, I was listening to news and they said that the British are trying to close 2 of their military bases in Germany. They are still occupying this country. Upon that, we are the powerhouse of Europe. If they leave Germany alone, we will explode. They are pressing Germany to place sanctions on Russia, while all that we need to explode as a great nation lies on Russia. That was what was drawing Hitler to Russia. Hitler wasn't going to Russia to seize Russia. He's going to Russia because of the resources that is in Russia. Imagine Russia is building pipe into Germany because of gas. One cubic of gas, I don't know how they measure, 1 kilo of gas is up to €2.50 from Russia. America gave sanction to that project, want German to buy gas from them. The gas that is coming from United States, 1 kilo is almost €5. We are getting it half price from Russia. But they want to force us to buy it. Do you know what they said when the Germans tried to push back? They said, don't complain because your reserve, our reserve money that we kept is too much. It's even, the German reserve is even threat to the American national security. Just listen. Did you listen to that? Did you hear that word, that speech from a nation that promised to rule the world in peace? Whosoever that raised, maybe they may give me sanction though, and they will block me not to stream again. Because the largest weapon they're using now is dashing everybody. If you open mouth, they dash you sanction. Dashing sanction. Then they never sanction companies that were financing the Boko Haram and the ISIS. Have you had America giving sanction to anything that participate in money laundering of this company? No, you don't hear that. It never happens. They will tell you this country is a state sponsor of terror. How come ISIS? Who is ISIS? Do you know that the name of the Israeli Secret Service is ISIS? Go and search it. The Secret Service of Israel, their name is ISIS. And they now collide with America and burn this devil that was killing the Christians in Middle East, eating their heart raw. Assad is a dictator, need to be kicked out. That's all you'll be hearing from all over the news, and all the world leaders will be talking rubbish because these leaders are not the leaders of their people. They have been appointed, trained for years, kept aside for the duty of today. That is the work of the United States. That's the work of America. So my people, I think I have lectured you people a little. Do you people still have another question or another thing that we may discuss? I would also like to chip in. I would like to have somebody that will join me so that we will be able to discuss the ECOWAS establishment, the ECOWAS money, and the France agreeing to do away with CFA, that they are making up to $18 billion per year in West Africa. All of a sudden, France just dropped it and said, yeah, they can go free and they can create their own currency. That's to tell you that money that West Africa is about to establish, France's hand is in it. Their hand is in it. Take it or you leave it. And the ECOWAS never told us that the money they are creating, that they will be using that money to sell every raw or every mineral resources that is coming out of that territory. If they dare mention it, this military that France is packing in Africa today, in Mali and Burkina Faso, will destroy everything that they are building. And you can never build a healthy, growing economy without a strong military. That said it all. And the same French people that France colonized in Africa has agreement that every solid mineral resources in their territory belongs to France. Unless France say, no, I don't want it, before any other person. Did West Africa negotiate on that one too? Because I know that in Niger, France is mining uranium concentrate. And they were buying it at the rate of 60 cents per kilo. While in the international market is getting to $300, 300 euros, sorry, in the international market. The 1 kilo of uranium concentrate they are mining in Niger, and they are buying it at the rate of 60 cents. It's being sold in the international market, 300 euros. Do you think that ECO, that currency, will survive? If it survives, what will be with the worth? Or they are creating that money for me and you to use it because our leaders are no longer eating naira, nor our local currency. They are now living in dollars. So that's all I would like to chip in. Let me reserve the remaining ones for some other time. My people, do you know what? I love you guys so much. And there is one thing I would like to chip in before I will leave. And this thing is bothering me a lot. is about our women in Africa. Igbo women are growing old every day, no husband. It's not a laughing matter. It should be an issue that we should be looking into. Either we should start getting married more than one woman in our area, or we should also start advising the ladies. If you know that you are having money, if you know that you have money, or you are making money and you are fiancé, the people suffering is the men. Because if the men are not making money, they will not be able to get married. Because if you see what you pass through in life, you will not like to bring in children that will start where you stop. That's why most of them are not getting married. So please, we should look into what we should do, how we should help our people through one way or the other. The federal government is trying to tighten our area so that we will die off. Because if our ladies are growing old, we will now start producing lesser children. Who is losing? We are losing. I would like Ijele, my friend, and other experts to look into this matter that I'm raising now for us to find a solution, because I like to think strategic. I don't like to follow issues as it happening. I try to find the best way to cope something that is consuming the life of our people. What is our population today? I'm not married to an Igbo woman. I'm married to a German woman. I am 1/2 lost for now. 1/2 lost in Igbo land. Our tradition, in the next 50 years, 70 years, what will happen in our area? Are they indirectly depopulating our people without we knowing, without any gun, without any fight, using the best tools on the ground by throwing hunger in that territory, and now less marriage? Please, we should find a solution. And women, if you know that your husband wants to get another woman, for the sake of the safety of your own children, don't block the road. I know that it's painful. I know that it's sad. But our great-grandfathers get married to 3, 4, 5, and peace reigned in that family. None of them consumed each other. Your mother, you, and your tomorrow will grow old and die off. And these children you guys are living will now be one blood, one people. And they will grow up together as one family. Larger family, big family. But we are dancing to the tune of the pastor that is preaching to you. But the same pastor that is preaching to you has 3, 4, 5 children outside without you knowing. Even though the wife knows, and she will keep quiet because money is floating. Ndị Igbo, we should find the solution to this thing. I don't know the type of business I will introduce in our area that will help our people to succeed in life. Please, 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 look into this matter, look into this issue. Let us find solution to it. Thank you. God bless you. Remain blessed, and bye-bye for now. I love you all. Mwah. If I say God bless you, that is Chukwu Okike Abiama, our own God of the land, not the God of the white man. So, share my video, invite others, let us grow our community. I am not different from Ijele. Ijele is not different from me. We all are working for the progress of our people. Thank you, and bye-bye for now.